Welcome back to Strangeville Gang. My name is Kevin Strange, 20-year veteran of the underground. I am a cartoonist, novelist, and independent filmmaker, and I am here today to share my love of comic books with you. It is Monster Month here at the Channel Gang, and that means my brand new book piece, uh, Kefula, aka Dracula in Strangeville, has been released on my Patreon. Link in the description. $3 a month gets you access to all novels and feature films, and this 28-page one-shot ultra-violent outlaw comic. Count Kefula is no different. It's ready to download now. Dr. Ben is joining me today on the channel. I'm doing a physical pre-order limited edition run of Count Kefula for $12. You get that 28-page full color comic and this beautiful 11 by 17 poster. That's the art we're looking at here, is the 11 by 17 poster art that comes with Count Kefula. The pre-order is through the entire month of October. What you got, Dr. Ben?
Got just got off the phone with the printer. I'll have my new copies of my ash can for Let Us Get, my goth true crime comics, true story, true crime. I'll have the new ash cans for these. Should have them in here next week, so hopefully we'll show those off. As you know, debuting them at the Comic-Con Erie nearly caused a riot. All the copies were snatched up by rabid Dr. Ben fans. I was really surprised. So you can get it. Obviously, you can download a PDF, same as you can of any of these my other previous comics. PDFs are free on my Substack, Dr. Ben.
Link in the description.
And I've been doing my shows. I cover stuff on my channel sometimes, try to look at the seedy side of comics. And, every Wednesday I got Comics Gate Commandos with PQ and Colonel Carbon. And, every week, Patrick does all the guest schedules over there. So I don't know any of the guests we have, but sure we'll have somebody on this week that'll be exciting and exhilarating with their crowdfunding. Always support small independent creators, crowdfunds. So, but the opposite of small, of course, would be part of today's show.
I love these segues.
This is
what are we looking at today, Dr. Ben? What are we looking at?
This is my favorite Godzilla comic, man. This is the Half Century War, and it's a 5-issue series. Good, like classic, nice looking images, and it's all by one man.
Literally all by one guy, right?
Yeah. Story and art, James Stokoe. Color assists by Heather Breckle, but I would assume maybe that's like going through and getting all the digital. As you know, coloring a comic is like contagious.
No, well, she's probably the flatter. Right? She probably flatted everything for him.
That could be flatters, yeah. But yeah, so I mean, he's noticed
flatting means you go through and just put a solid color down on the digital files, and then the actual colorist can then easily go through and highlight those colors and manipulate them. It's just the first step in the color process, and oftentimes there's an assistant that comes in and does all that. The boring labor work, and then the actual colorist of the book does all the fun stuff.
No separate letterer either. Notice that.
Yeah, he does his own lettering. He does his own penciling, inking, and lettering. He's a goddamn force. I know James Stokoe through. I picked this up on. I forget how I even heard about it. Probably saw some art from it on Instagram. I see a lot of people posting, cool art on Instagram, and I became familiar with James Stokoe Is that how you pronounce his name? Stokoe?
How I pronounce it, but it's
Stokoe?
probably unrelated to how he pronounces it. Probably.
Well, you let us know, diggers, because you guys always know more than we do. You tell us, you school us down there in the comments. You tell us how to pronounce his name. But I'm familiar with him through his epic Orcstain book here, and we'll do a whole episode probably this month. Orcs are monsters. We'll do a whole James Stokoe Orcstain book. But as you can see, this guy's I'm reading it, and I'm loving it. I'm entertained by it. He has this really gross like biotech style that he uses. He probably uses it over there in that
I think
Godzilla
of it like
too,
like a dirty not dirty, but like a manga style.
for sure. And I was just kind of casually flipping through it and realized as I, and I'm enjoying it and this is awesome. And then I realized like he does everything on this book. And that's so rare in American comics, especially a comic that looks like this. Let me look at this fucking splash page. That it's one guy, a singular creator. You know how I love my singular creators here on the channel, gang. And so we get to look at we'll do an Orcstain book, but we get to look at Godzilla, King of the Monsters, done by James Stokoe.
Is that the collection you have at Orcstain?
Yeah, this is the whole collection. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I say. Because I've got issue 1 and I've got issue 7, and it's from 2012 is when it was printed.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like that was when I was first starting to figure out how to make comics. And that was for me, I was like, oh shit, you can just do all of it. You don't need to go get like you can have somebody help you, but like you can just do oh shit. That's the thing to do. So when I saw that's what I'm saying. I had those back when they came out, and then I think I got turned on to them by Brandon Graham. He was always talking about them.
I think, you know what, Dr. Ben, let's look at this real quick before we get into Godzilla.
Yeah.
I think this collects. I think this collects 1 through 6.
Oh, so I got secrets.
And I don't think there's ever been another issue of Orcstain after number 7.
That's possible.
I think you have the. I want to say this ends. Because that said part 5, didn't it?
What? On yours? I didn't see on yours.
It says V, Belly of the Beast. That's 5, I'm assuming. And it doesn't say 6.
Oh, yeah. He means 5. I know
so
that.
Maybe this is just the first 5. I know there's not a second collection. I know he hasn't worked on Orcstain in a very long time.
Yeah, but he's just every page of it is so distinctive. The colors just like pop out. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, he's a master.
That's what I'm saying.
And to do all that work, that he must just sit and noodle all day, every day. And I just have so much respect for that. So much respect for artists that can just sit at the table at, whatever day, time of the day they do it, but you just have to always be drawing to be able to have your hand in every aspect, penciling, inking, coloring, lettering. You can't leave the fucking table. Like that's just you all the time.
And I think I heard that like his original art is he works at like a real big size, like on big sheets of paper instead of
like a Jeff Darrow style drawer. Well, you have to get noodled that. Look at the noodling in this thing, man. It's just like, god damn. So tell us what we're looking at here.
I can actually and see this is the thing too is he's a good storyteller because I can actually tell you the story. Like I read this and it's like, I remember this story. Like it's kind of like a lot of it is through the eyes of this dude, Lieutenant. He starts off as Lieutenant Oda Murakami, and it starts off 1954 in Japan, and like the series follows him. There's oh shit! I ripped that off. Look,
is that what did you swipe that for your Stanley book? Yeah, look at that.
I forgot it. I wonder if I did that like on purpose. I must have.
That looks pretty close. That's awesome.
I didn't think about that. I don't think I must have looked at it. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I read it before I made that. So, anyways,
Look at that fucking Godzilla.
there he is, the fucking king, and he is like the way he look at how he like does the lettering for the Godzilla. Like you can hear it. Like it's not legible, not letters. That's just the Godzilla sound. You know what I mean? I thought I remember seeing that. I remember people talking about it, and I was like, that's what I'm saying. Like I got this in these issues when it came out. Like I was definitely, you know what I mean? Like I was completely, I was like, hell yeah, Godzilla by James. This guy Stokoe, whatever his name is,
whatever his name is.
And I mean, look at that. That looks like reminds me of like Dragon Ball or something. The way he draws his foods.
Like you said, it's got this like manga style to it, but it's distinctly American with this manga flair to it. That's just it's so pleasing to the eyes. It's so neat looking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just and the whole every issue, it's like he gets to do like a tour of like Godzilla shit. You know what I mean? Godzilla, Wrecking Cities, all the other guys show up through it. Look at that. I mean, he gets
noodling. Look at that building that's being knocked over. Look at all the detail on the one that's on his left that he's knocking over with his left shoulder. Look at the detail in that building.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Is like thinking like this isn't.
And the scales on Godzilla.
That's what I'm saying. He's in there drawing all this, figuring it all out, drawing it. This isn't plopping a freaking 3D asset of a building and being like, I'll just tilt it over. You know, he's doing the damn thing like that. It just Godzilla's hurt here. Look at him. He looks upset. And like I think it's every issue is like a different year, basically. Yeah, so that's 1954. The next issue is going to be 1967, Vietnam. That's what I'm saying. It's the half-century war. Hence why it's called. You know, every issue is like a little bit later. Godzilla going in and wrecking the Viet Cong for us. Everyone's a patriot. No, I wonder if they had a Godzilla Patriot movie. They should have. I would watch that. Oh man, look at how big he is. Those little trees, they're so tiny. The trees are just like the size of his toes. Oh, he's so huge.
It's awesome.
I mean, that's such a that's what I'm saying. Like I love every page of this. It's just like I said, like it just sticks out. Every page is just. And look, how many words are on there? None. Perfect. It's I'm saying. This is a good
comic for Dr. Ben.
Yeah. Here, okay, well, but like, I guess you got to kind of have to make up.
Got to make up for it.
Yeah, but
look at that. That's fucking awesome. He looks like a Japanese fucking dragon in that shot there.
Well, that's
oh yeah, that's what's his name? What is the little?
Not Gamora.
You tell us, gang.
Yeah, I can't.
Tell us in the comments.
Damn things.
Which Godzilla monster is that? Tell us.
Each issue, though, that's 67. This issue 3 is the 1975 in Ghana.
Look at that little fucking thing. There's Mothra.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I know that one's Mothra. Hedora. Oh my! Like that is a freaking double splash page.
Look at that double splash. What freak of nature this guy is. How long do you think it would take to draw that?
Just chilling.
How long do you think it would take to draw that double page?
How
many hours do you think are in that piece?
That's too many.
40 hours, 80 hours.
I would see 80. I could see that. Like
James Stokoe, if you're watching this video, drop us a comment. Let us know how long it took you to noodle on this motherfucker. We're guessing 80 hours. What do you think? What do you think what's your estimate for how many hours you put into this splash page alone?
Do you think this is two separate pieces of paper? Like he did one with this town and all the monsters and shit, and then did like another one.
Could be. I don't know. Everybody has their own different process, how they do things.
What is that shit? Like, look at all that stuff. That's just toward like rebar.
Yeah, it's the roof. It's the roof of the house.
Ugh. I mean, that looks disgusting, and it's just the wall. It's just the wall that's ripped up. Oh no.
Yeah, his color complements his style so much because it makes it look so grimy and weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I knew, like, you were like talking about Orc Stain. I was like, oh shit, I want to do a bunch of monsters for Monster Month. I'm like, oh, we've got to freaking do. Okay, so here's all the names. Wait. Oh, that's a different guy than was in that other one. Well, there's all the names. So if you're trying to figure out all the Godzilla names, they're in here too.
Yep, I know Rodan and Mothra.
Ibira. I think that's the big octopus-looking one. Hedora.
Yeah.
Batra. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a cool story. It's them fighting them over the years.
Look at that thing in the middle panel, left page. Fuck yeah! Look at that thing. Look at the van. Look at the van, right, like driving right towards it.
Splashed through him.
And through it. It's got that Frank Miller Sin City, like no wheels on the ground.
Exactly.
That makes that's like the only way to make cars look fast is to either put speed lines through them or have them have no wheels on the ground.
And the crash site over there. I get a lot of like kind of Jeff Darrow kind.
I was getting ready to say that, especially that smoke in the top right hand left panel. That smoke there, that's Jeff Darrow's smoke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's just this is. I know there's like a collection of this. I would, if you see that, pick it up. I mean, this thing is just.
Oh my god, yeah. Or you can send me copies of any comments you want, gang, at Kevin Strange PO Box number 5, Cottage Hills, Illinois 62018. Send me your extra James Stokoe Godzilla comics.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This book is just this is before the My Little Pony comic came out. Yeah, this was a. Yeah, I would recommend the collection.
That's a time a time delineation marker. This was it's either pre or post My Little Pony comic book from IDW.
It's pre-MLP, the golden age. Yeah, there's not like you're not getting anything in the issues. Assuming that all the covers are reprinted in the collection,
What is that? Hang on. What's the back cover of that? What is that? Ninja Turtles. Double size, all extravaganza. So is he? Yeah, that's definitely Eastman art.
That's him.
Yeah. My LCS has a bunch of IDW Turtles, but they want cover price for them. They're like $3 or $4 each. They've got like 25 of them. I really want to just ask them, like, if I buy all the IDW Ninja Turtles, will you give me a break?
That probably would if you give him a decent offer. Figure out like how many
Dollar a piece.
there.
It's a half a long box worth of IDW Ninja Turtles. That's for sure.
The other thing to know is this one's Bombay 1987. Like each of the different issues, like really has like a different feel for all of them. You know what I mean? Like he really captures. If you look down at like all the
go back and look at those buildings, dude. God, another double page spread that had to have taken 40 plus hours. Had to.
And then color in it too. How long to color all this?
That's what I'm saying. All told, that's got to have like 80 hours in each one of these double page spreads. And you wonder how much he like how much work he does every day. Like, does he do 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day, 16 hours a day? How much does this guy, labor over his table?
See, that makes me want to use because I've got like some of those giant pieces of paper. That makes me want to like take like two of them and make like a giant double
page cut.
Yeah, just what it takes to like maybe not God's maybe my ex.
Yeah, for sure.
Look at her, she's gorgeous. We do a giant double page spread
of that. Yeah,
it'd
be great.
Attacking my hometown or something.
Attacking your bank account. Attacking the bank.
Uh-oh. Hold on a second. Can you cover for a second? I gotta take a
call. I got you.
Hold on. I'm gonna mute it.
So we're gonna go back and look at a little bit more of Orkstain. Dr. Ben's got an important call he's been worrying about all day, and it's coming in. So we are gonna go back and take another look at more James Stokoe work here. And this, these are all like I said, this is, so his Godzilla work is a lot of architecture, a lot of beautiful, realistic, modern architecture. What I love about Orkstain is this like biotech, organic, gross stuff that he uses for buildings and clothing and transportation and weaponry. It's all this like organic biotech that's so gross. And again, just think about how many hours are in this work, and how many hours a day he allots to the drawing table. Because as a singular creator, as a guy who does all my work is just me. I do all the writing, penciling, inking, coloring, and lettering of all my books. And I know how long I spend, at the drawing table every day, working on my stuff. This guy, I put, when I'm working on a book, seriously, heavily working on a book, it's no less than 8 hours a day at the drawing table, 5 to 7 days a week to get my work done. Like my graphic novel, Space Worms. This was about 14 months of 18-hour days. I'm sorry, 8 to 10-hour days for about 14 months to get this 164-page book done, being the the singular creator. So we can only imagine how long James Stokoe takes to craft this gnarly work he does.
Oh, nice. You just brought up your Orkstain. I like that. That's good thinking. I like that. That was the printer. They're gonna have getting a hold of me. It's fantastic. All together.
Back to the action.
back to it. So this is the one. This is the one I like. This one because this is the '80s. So what do you think of with the '80s? Think of high tech. So what happens in the '80s is when we get
Mecha Godzilla. I love it.
Godzilla.
Look at it.
Coming in, freaking shoot the other. You know what I'm saying? Like
this is blasting Godzilla.
This is just, and this is the same guy through the ages, right?
Yeah.
So it's like him, like that. That's what I'm saying. It's like his running dialogue is him like trying to figure out how to fight Godzilla, what to do. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's called.
It's him fighting Godzilla for 50 years. How fucking cool is that?
That's what I'm saying, man. This is it. It's just. That's a good one of like.
So really totally Jeff Darrow vibes from that shit.
Yeah, so if Godzilla's that big, and then this crystal alien ship thing is coming out of the sky, it's even big.
Yes.
I like when they start playing with scale and like they can keep it. You know what I mean? Like you have to keep things to keep reference. You know what I'm saying? Right. If you don't those buildings, you're gonna get lost. Oh, it's just two weird looking dudes.
I see those on Friday night walking down the street in Strangeville.
I see that guy down on the corner
smoking crack.
This guy owes me money. Oh. Yeah. So, yeah. This. What did they do? I think that's. Oh, that was what was in the giant crystal thing. I guess this is the spoilers episode. Find out the giant alien crystal has a super Godzilla.
That's amazing.
All right. This is only issue 4. But that's what I'm saying. Like again, if you see it, if you see the individual issues, pick them up. But if you see the collection, just get the collection because there's nothing that's really, there's no letters pages. There's no
more My Little Pony.
Yeah, there's nothing they're telling you in the back except for like whatever's going on with
IDW.
I mean, you would think like if I was running a comic company and I'm selling Godzilla comics, okay, you're going to have some ads in the comic. Okay, I don't want them in the cutting in, breaking up the pages. Okay, we'll put them at the end. Okay, what kind of ads are we going to get? This is Godzilla. But how about an ad for My Little Pony? No time for horsing around. Like,
that's ridiculous.
What? You're
to be fair, Dr. Ben, Pony bronies are weird motherfuckers. So if you're a brony and you're upset by that, roast me in the comments, gang.
There's other ads. There's Transformers, obvious.
That's a good one.
Like Godzilla? Oh, you probably like Transformers too.
Sure.
Probably like Ninja Turtles. You like lizards. Okay, Ninja Turtles. This thing, I don't know what this is.
A gust of wind.
Oh. Popeye, I guess. But I don't know. I guess maybe you're supposed to get it for your kids or something. I guess maybe that's what they're hoping.
No, kids and girls don't watch or read My Little Pony comics. It's bronies. It's 30-plus-year-old obese neckbeard smelly boys who it's Chris Chan that reads My Little Pony comic books.
Yeah, this would be like the opportune moment for me to be like accidentally have like a pony comic like hidden here, be like, oh,
right.
Never mind. Okay,
let's give James Stokoe a little more love. You got another piece of Stokoe. Do you want to go through the last one? I thought maybe you were gonna hold off on the last one.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Do it.
Super particular. I can think about it. I think it's just kind of like that's what I'm saying. To me, it's just like a classic. Like it's a 5-issue arc. The 5th issue has got to be the big super finale. So you get everybody. Everybody shows up in this one. Like get all of them fighting. I can't remember if this one has as many. This one seems more like it's just fights. Like it doesn't have as many big like double page spreads. I mean, that's the thing too, is like you got to figure like how much work that takes got like a silhouette. Like I like silhouettes, but I think he's getting kind of.
He's getting powdered out here. Well, there's one.
That's one, but that's a lot.
Mostly smoke.
I don't want to say that like in a bad way. Like I couldn't. What would I do with this? I'd just whimper and cry. Like I can't draw that. No. But that's what I'm saying. It's a cool. That's what I mean. Like get the collection. Pick up some My Little Pony comics while you're at it. Get the collection.
Not giving up on that My Little Pony advertising.
Every issue. Yeah, but that's just a tour of like James Stokoe or Stokey or Stocky, whatever. Stocky. What do we call him that? James Stocky.
James Stocky.
Mr. Stocky. Just like to me, like a match made in heaven. Him getting to play with Godzilla.
Oh yeah, this is a pleasure.
And I mean, they just every issue, or not. Well, every issue, them like negotiating with him was just like, well, how about you just do whatever you want? It was Godzilla.
What is the publishing month on the last issue?
Is that going to be on the front? I don't know if there is a month.
I was going to see what the time span in publishing between issue 1 and issue 5 was, because I'm betting it ain't 5 months.
Oh, it is. February 2013.
And then what's number 1? So February 2013.
August 2012. Yep.
August, September, October, November, December, January. So there's 6 months for 5 issues. Now that doesn't mean that it only took him 6 months to do it. He could have done the whole thing and they released it in 6 months. He could have worked on it for 2 years and then they released it.
That's definitely what happened, I think.
Yeah.
There's no way you could draw one of these in a month.
There's no way.
Color them, letter, all. No, not this level of just madness. That is just this. I think this might be my favorite double page spread of all time. I mean, it is just look at that.
That's good. I mean,
got all the heavyweights.
Yeah.
That's not Tokyo. Ghana is in flames. Who could complain? Who could complain about this? It's just a beautiful. This dude's over there, pissed off. Look at that. He's been sitting there smoking cigarettes.
It's all his cigarette butts. Stokoe's a master, right? He's one of the best. He's up there with the Jeff Darrows, right?
He is. I mean,
no question.
The cigarette butt. I never even noticed that before. Just he's sitting there smoking, watching the fight. Ugh. That's what I'm saying. He is
Mobius, Darrow. Who's the Akira guy?
Otomo.
I mean, the Mount Rushmore of noodlers. Gotta have Stokoe on it.
Or no, I don't know if Shiro's like a doodler so much. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I've got Akira manga in there we can look at sometime. He gets pretty finicky with it. I like the Berserk guy too. What was his name?
Jinx. Oh no! Which we both said the Berserk guy at the same time. That's fantastic.
Did we?
Just shit. Coming from the grave.
He's a good noodler too. All right, I guess we'll get out of here, Dr. Ben. Throw that PO box on the on the screen one more time. If you've got your own gnarly comics you like to draw and you'd like to see them featured on the channel, we'll do a couple mailbag episodes a month, and we'll rifle through some cool looking gnarly indie comics. And then also if you've got your own dollar bin. Your dollar bin finds that you'd like to see us do episodes on, send that stuff in. I'm personally looking for issue number 1 of Evan Dorkin's run on Dark Horse's Predator Bad Blood number 1. I've got 2, 3, and 4, so I want to finish that series off and do a show on it. Dr. Ben, throw out one of your wish list titles. What would you like?
issues of Bacchus. Send some issues of Bacchus over. I got to put together because there's like 60 Eddie Campbell's Bacchus comic. There's like 60 issues of the thing. 60. I don't know. I've never seen them. Up last year is the first time I finally found issues of Bacchus anywhere, and it was like a run of like 20 issues, or runs of 10, and then they'd have a couple together. But I was just like 60. There's 60 issues of this thing, and I've never even. Yeah. So I'll make that.
We'll make some lists. I don't know about you guys, gang, but all this makes me want to do is sit down and noodle on some comics. So I'm going to go do that. And I hope I see you guys at the Dollar Bin. Dr. Ben, what do you got to say?
Keep on digging. Keep on digging.